What's up, everybody? Welcome to the My RC Life YouTube channel, where we do all things RC and a little bit of everything in between. Let's go!
What's up, everybody? Traxxas Mike from My RC Life. Today, I got in some parts for my first gen E-Revo. What's been happening is the stock plastic case here, it cracks it, or it breaks the snout where the pinion comes right off, and then it allows the pinion gear, to push sideways like this, and then it'll skip past the gears. And it didn't really grind up the teeth or whatever, but it did end up cracking a portion of a couple of them off. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of teeth are missing. It would probably still run with that as long as it wasn't under too much torque, but it's gonna be. So anyways, I did have to order a new set of hot racing gears. So right here, we got the new ring and pinion there, looking beautiful. And then I went ahead and ordered the hot racing aluminum housing. So we're gonna quit snapping off this snout where the pinion goes in, and quit having it like cracked down the sides. You see it cracked right there too. So yeah, we're gonna make it so it quits doing stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get this installed today. We'll still be using our spider gears in there, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this apart. We're gonna be using our bearings as well. A little bit of rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, whatever you want to call it. We're going to want to be using these here. Make sure we got little seals on the back there. You want to make sure you save those. Make sure there's no shims or nothing behind here. Don't look like there's any on that side. We're not going to be reusing this, so you can get rid of that. Okay. Okay, we're going to slide this back down in there. I guess technically we didn't really have to pull this out, but I just wanted to inspect it, make sure nothing was wrong with anything in there. Everything looked fine. We got our new ring gear here. I got my rubber bushing on there. There's supposed to be a rubber seal on here, but I don't have one. Top it off with a little bit more 20 million weight Traxxas fluid here. Okay. Let's make sure it spins okay. Yep. Spinning this end, and it makes that end spin the opposite way. It's nice and tight, so it's almost locked up, but not completely. Like having a limited slip differential. Next, we slide our bearings onto our diff unit here. You can't mix them up. Bigger inside diameter one goes on this side, the smaller inside diameter one goes on this side. It drops in just like so. Got to get our old bearings out of the snout here. Get those cleaned off. Okay, so those are nice and cleaned off. One goes in this end, the other one goes in this end. And something, go down here and give her a little love tap. There we go, seated all the way in there. Some people will say you gotta get the bearing cold and make it seat down in there that way, but a little love tap, as long as something's on that inner race like that or whatever, is totally fine. If you got to hit it really hard, you know, I wouldn't do that, but maybe if it's fitting in that hard, you could go for the freezing it in the freezer for a half hour, but usually they'll push right in like that, or a small little love tap. Okay, so those are in. There's no seals on the pinion. Slide that pinion in. Okay. Then what I like to do is check for how much slop you got going on. Okay, now I still felt some slop when I put this together. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in 2 shims and see how much better that feels. Now that feels way tighter to me. Now just going to add some grease. It did come with 4 new screws. Put this together with. We're going to go ahead and put this little Loctite on each and every one. Okay, now that we got this diff all put together and shimmed and everything, gosh, that looks good. Too bad we're not going to be able to see it, because it's going to be tucked up inside of this. Okay, so now that that's all together, I'm going to turn these so they're aligned with these little gaps there. They kind of go down at an angle. Get them aligned. That thing drops right in there. So it's nice and seated down in there. And you'll see your axle shaft sticking out the side there. I guess we'll be able to see just a little bit of blue. Not very much, but Okay, so we got that in there. Then we start putting her back in the car. So let's go ahead and get this put back in. A little bit of blue Loctite. Line up the dog bone. And on that there. I'm going by feel right now. Now we'll flip the whole thing over. There we go. Slide our little rubber thing up here. Okay. Hold this in place. Flip the whole thing back over. I need to get a couple bolts into this rear end to hold it everything into place, so the whole rear end don't keep trying to fall out. I'm gonna put those rockers back on the posts and get your shock lined up here. You gotta press the shock back, compress it. There we go, get that in. And put these long bolts back in here. Okay. Same thing on this side. Straighten that guy out. Come on now. There we go. Get our other long bolt in here. There, now we got our rear end kind of held in now, so we can pick up on this and it's not wanting to fall out on us. We don't have to hold it all in together while we flip the car and stuff. Okay, now we got to put our bolts in here. Just a couple little small guys here. Flip the car back over, put these guys back on, a little bit of Loctite. Next side, a little bit of Loctite. Double check, make sure these are nice and tight. Yes, they are. Get your axles, dog bones lined back up there. And slide your A-arm back up like so. Go ahead and get a pin started. Put your pin in the rear here as well. There we go. Same thing on this side. Spin the tire to get the dog bone to line up. Go ahead and pull your A-arm in. Get a pin started. My camera just shut off and I lost some footage. But I think all we did, popped our T-bone linkage on there, our dog bone cups on, bolted them on, put these guys in here, bolted them on, and then bolted this bottom skid plate on. Okay, so now our center section here. Flex this up. You gotta have this bolt right here loose so you can flex that up. I usually go at an angle like that, flex that up like that. But don't forget to tighten this back up or your steering will go all wonky. Then we just got our bolts in here. Now some of these take longer bolts and some of them take shorter. The longer ones go in the very front and the very back because they screw into the bulkheads. And the shorter ones go in the middle. You'll know because when you screw them down, the long ones down into here, they won't go all the way. Okay, flip this back over. I think the only thing we got left is the wing. Get these last couple bolts tightened in. All right, the E-Revo is finished and ready to go, guys. All right, we got some charged batteries. Oh, there ain't no clicking going on in the rear end now. Oh, yeah, back on our wheels. Alright, we flipped it. Now something's broken the front end. I go reverse, it don't do it. When I go forward, I hear something clicking. So what do we do? Alright, I flipped this thing over. What happened, I don't know if you guys can really see in there, but there's a scratch all the way around the inside of the wheel. It had a big rock caught in here. So it stopped this tire. And I think it, because my slipper clutch is tightened up all the way, and this don't have a center diff, so it pushed everything to the front, and now I got something clicking in the front end. See if I can make it click. Yeah, see it? I think it's just a spider gear, so maybe we can get it tore apart and get it fixed really quick, because it's only on the one side. Alright, we got this front diff out here. I'm going to tear it apart. And hopefully we just got a broken spider gear. Because I have new ones of those. Or at least some used ones that are in good shape. That I could replace them with. Well, the spiral cut ring gear looks fine. The spiral cut pinion gear looks fine. So that's telling me that I was correct with my diagnosis. Fingers crossed. All right, here we go. Oh, I already see what's wrong. Yeah, it wasn't actually the ring and pin. It wasn't actually a spider gear, but it's this gear right in the middle there. Can you see that crack right there? You probably can now. That's our issue right there. I don't know if I have another one of those, to be honest. Let's see. Alright guys, so I don't have another one of these here in stock. I'm going to look and see if I got any, can order these aftermarket. Because I broke a handful of these. Usually I would wait and save this footage until the new parts came in, and I would put the footage all together with me running the Revo again, and without any problems and all that. But I need to reset and reformat this SD card because I'm having all kinds of problems with it, and it is bugging the heck out of me. So I'm going to try to format this card, see if I can update the GoPro, whatever I need to do, because something's going on. This thing's shutting off every 2 to 5 minutes if I'm lucky. So, alright, that's it for now, guys. I'm Traxxas Mike from My RC Life, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching another episode of My RC Life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.